70,000 years ago. Something almost happened. Something that should terrify you. The entire human population nearly vanished. Not 1,000 people. 1,000 breeding pairs. That's it. Every person you've ever loved. Every war. Every song. Every memory. All of it. Balanced on almost nothing. And here's the strange part. This nearly happened more than once. It happened quietly. Almost invisibly. And it's still happening today. Right now. Somewhere. Possibly. Most people imagine extinction as loud. A flash in the sky. A wall of fire. Something you'd see coming. Something cinematic. Something dramatic. Something with warning signs. But the real near misses were silent. They left almost no trace. No countdown, no alarm. Around 74,000 years ago, a volcano erupted. Its name was Toba, located in what is now Indonesia. One of the largest eruptions ever recorded. Bigger than anything in human memory. Ash filled the entire sky. Sunlight disappeared. For years, not days. Years. Temperatures dropped across the planet. Crops failed. Forests died. Animals starved by the millions, and somewhere in that collapse, humanity nearly disappeared, reduced to a population the size of a stadium. Think about that. One stadium. That's it. Everyone alive today, possibly descended from that tiny group, a handful of survivors in the cold, in the dark. Here's the part that should unsettle you. They didn't know. Imagine living through that, not knowing you were the last few, not knowing the word extinction, no news, no data, no sense of the rest of the world, just your tribe, and the silence around it. Just fewer footprints in the snow, fewer fires burning at night, fewer voices in the distance. Day by day, quieter until one day, nothing. Extinction doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it just goes quiet. No warning, no headline, just absence. And that silence reappears later, in a completely different form. Thousands of years later, in a world that looks nothing like this one. Fast forward to the 20th century. This time, the threat wasn't nature, it was us. We built the danger ourselves, with our own hands, with our own intelligence. October 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis. Two superpowers, nuclear weapons ready, the whole world holding its breath. Every newspaper, every broadcast, talking about the same fear. But one moment almost nobody knows about. A moment hidden beneath the ocean. A Soviet submarine hiding underwater. Its name was B-59, cut off from all communication. No contact with the surface. No idea what was happening above. American ships dropped depth charges nearby. Not to destroy it, just to force it up. But the crew didn't know that. To the crew, it felt like war. It felt like the end. Inside the submarine. Temperatures climbed, past 45 degrees Celsius. The air turned toxic. Carbon dioxide levels rising. Men were collapsing from heat. Exhausted, terrified, disoriented. Some hadn't slept in days, and this submarine carried something dangerous. A nuclear torpedo. One single weapon, capable of starting something unstoppable. Launching it required agreement from 3 senior officers. A simple rule. A fragile rule. 2 said yes, 1 said no. His name was Vasily Arkhipov. A name almost no one remembers. Picture that moment. A sealed metal tube. Deep underwater. No windows, no daylight. Explosions echoing through the hull. Over and over, men believing war had already begun, believing retaliation was survival, believing they had nothing left to lose. And in the middle of that chaos, one person hesitated. Not a machine, not a system, not a failsafe. A person. Alone. Exhausted. Afraid. Making a choice no one prepared him for. If he had said yes instead, history ends differently. This timeline might not exist. You might not exist. But here's where it gets stranger. Arkhipov wasn't the last time. Not even close. 21 years later, in 1983, a different country, a different system, a Soviet early warning system detected something terrifying. 5 incoming nuclear missiles. From the United States, the system was confident, completely confident. The data looked real. Protocol said retaliate. Immediately, no hesitation allowed. That was the rule. The officer on duty that night? Stanislav Petrov. A name almost no one knows. He had minutes to decide, not hours. Minutes. The fate of the planet. In minutes. Something felt wrong to him. The numbers didn't fit. A real attack would look different. More missiles, different pattern. So he made a choice. A terrifying choice. He reported it as a false alarm. He gambled everything. His career, his life, everyone's life. He was right. It was sunlight. Reflecting off clouds. A glitch, nothing more. A glitch that almost ended the world. Now notice something. 2 different decades. 2 different men. 2 different countries. 2 different systems. The exact same pattern. A flawed system. Immense pressure. A narrow window of time. And one person. Alone. Chose doubt. This is where everything shifts. This is the real story. Not the weapons, not the politics, the people. Because this video isn't really about volcanoes, or submarines, or missile systems. Those are just the surface. Just the backdrop. The greatest risks were never external. They came from inside the room, from fatigue, from fear, from decisions no person should face, alone. Under pressure, in seconds. We built systems to protect us, complex systems, expensive systems, systems designed by the smartest people alive. But those systems failed, again and again, quietly, without headlines. And humans stepped in instead. Quiet, unnoticed, unrewarded. No medals, no parades. Just silence and relief. We are both the danger and the safeguard. The same species that builds weapons is the same species that hesitates. Not because of certainty, not because of confidence, but because someone, somewhere, paused for 1 extra second. That's the entire difference between everything and nothing, between this world and no world at all. So maybe this isn't about volcanoes, or submarines, or buttons never pressed. Maybe it's about something smaller, something more uncomfortable, how thin the line really is, between everything continuing and everything ending. A line thinner than you think, thinner than anyone wants to admit. And maybe the scariest thought isn't this. It's that it might be happening again, right now, quietly. Somewhere we'll never hear about. No headlines, no records. Just another quiet room, another tired person, another impossible decision being made right now, while you watch this video. And the only reason you exist is that someone once chose to wait 1 more second before deciding. That single second echoes through everything, including you, including this moment, including everything that comes after it.